Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Peg Leg. Thanks for being here. I know it's late. Mom did her laundry today and she was using a lot of hot water. I had to wait for the hot water to come back, and then I got involved in a flipping movie and blah blah blah, and now it's late. Anyways, Pears soap or pre-shave. I have my affiliate link in the description box. Anything bought through that link this month, all those proceeds will go to the GoFundMe for Kim Gray. And I also have a link to the Kim Gray GoFundMe account in my description box too. Today's soap is Maggard Razors Orange Menthol. It's a sample. Second time I've used it. It's hotter than hell out, so nice fluffy lather in my stainless steel brush or bowl that is smooth, and this is the kind of lather I got. It's a smooth bowl, so you don't need ridges. This isn't ruffles. You don't need ridges. Yeah, I figured I'd do a menthol tonight because it is hotter than hell out. Okay. The fan doesn't want to turn. I don't think there's... I've only used this once. I can't remember well if there was I don't think there's a lot of menthol in here. It doesn't smell like it anyways. The blade for today is a second use on the Statum blade that I used Friday for Friday's face shave, and also the Flagship razor again with the Statum blade. The same thing I used Friday. If you remember, after I did my face shave, I said I was going to do one pass on the head because I was going to the store and I wanted to look kind of clean, and I did, and it did a good job with one pass. So I want to see what it does with three. Okay, back to front is with the grain, and I had a little conversation with Pete from Hendrix Classic and Company on Instagram today, and he's going to send me some. I didn't ask, he volunteered. He's going to send me some RK stainless and RK chromium blades to test, and his shave stick to give that a test. Right. Which is cool. It was a nice one. So when those come in, I will do a review on them. Give my honest opinion. Now these Statum blades, I didn't know where they were made. The writing on the bottom of this box is infantile small. And they are made in India by a company that's offices are in England. So I showed you guys the other day, Friday, that it has the Union Jack on there, the British flag, and it says UK Tech underneath the flag. Well, reason being, it's a UK company. They just make the blades in India, which makes sense. Because how many razor blade manufacturers are in India? Lots and lots of them. Who was I watching the other day that was talking about? They were talking about the Wismet blades, the Wismet Iridium, Wismet Super Iridium blades, and the Pole Silvers. everything I can see says that the Wizamet Super Iridiums are made in the same factory that made the Pole Silvers. It might just be a name change. I'm not sure 100%, but it seems they were made in the same factory. And what this guy was talking about, he didn't see that they'd have a bunch of machines making blades for this company because it was Matt Pisarcik from Razor Company, or Razor Emporium, because he was checking to get blades made here in the United States, his own blades. And there's a company in New Jersey, and I can't remember the name of it, but they're the ones that make the Persona Med Preps or Lab Blues. It might be the Med Preps. I think they make the Med Preps there. And they also make Schick blades and big cartridge blades, injector blades, injectors and Schick injectors, and they make all kinds of blades there. But the only double edge I think they made were the Personas. And he was talking about having them do it, but there was something going on that I don't remember what it was. That they're still talking. Let's put it that way. Nothing's been finalized, because he was saying I don't see them having machines to do these blades and then another row of machines over here to make these blades for this company and yada yada yada. Or do they just push out the blades and they run everything under a microscope, and then the ones that are up to this spec go to this company because they meet that company specs, and ones that are only this spec go to this company. If it's anything like a lot of car parts or anything, and ammunition manufacturers do the same thing. They will run them in batches across the grain. They will make things in batches, all on the same machinery. They can just adjust it to make ammunition manufacturer Winchester. They don't have a whole line making 38 Special and a whole line making 357 Magnum. It's the same line. They just adjust the machines. They run a batch. They run 1,000,000 rounds of 38 Special. Then they adjust the machines to make 357 Magnum ammo. And they run 1,000,000 rounds of 357 Magnum. And I'm pretty sure, without actually knowing for fact, but I would hazard to guess that's pretty much how these razor blade manufacturers go about it too. We'll make a run of 100,000 or 50,000 of this blade. After we get that done, we'll adjust the machines and make a run of 50,000 or 100,000 or 1,000,000, whatever, of this blade. Which to me makes more sense than having several rows of machines making different blades, or scanning them all to see which ones meet which spec. It would make more sense to do it that way, to me. Just my thoughts. But Matt did want to make his own blades. And he was talking about how PAA's blades were manufactured in China. He wasn't disparaging it. Everything's made in China. He wasn't disparaging it at all. He's just saying they were made in China, and he didn't want to go that route. He wanted to go made in the USA. Well, after using Strange, my second use of a different blade, my first use of a Strange was actually a chainsaw. That thing was rough as hell. Take a golf shoe with its spikes and rake it across your face. That's how a Strange blade felt on mine. That first one. The second one was not as bad. It still was not great. I'm getting a little bit of cooling effect from the menthol, plus I got the fan blowing on my head, so front to back is against the grain. But anyways, he was saying he wanted to get them made in America, but there's only one manufacturer of razor blades in the United States, and they are in New Jersey. I'm sorry, it might be, no, it was Virginia. I'm sorry, it's not New Jersey, it's Virginia. They're made in Virginia. Now I'm questioning myself. Anyways, they're made over there somewhere, or for me, up there somewhere. They're made north of Florida, let's put it that way. So anyways, he wanted to get them made in, like I said, the United States. But you're talking about now taking a company that already manufactures injector blades for different companies. He named off like 3 or 4 different injector companies. I think Bic was one. I know Schick was one. I think Bic was one. There was a couple more. They make injector blades for injector razors in that factory. Plus, was it 2 or was it just? They make a couple different. They make gem blades too for somebody. I can't remember who it was. They make gem blades, injectors, and a couple different safety razors. I can't. One of them was Rasanas. And it was either the Med Preps or the Lab Blues. I can't remember which. I'm thinking it was Med Preps were made there. But now you're talking about having to pay the company not just to make and manufacture your blades, but you got to pay them to do the switchover to make your blades. Yeah, I stabbed myself. I did not cut myself. I either stabbed myself with a point, which I don't know, they're not that sharp, or I caught myself with the end tab. But I did myself in the back of the head. I did a dinger. Oh well. Not the first time, sure won't be the last. I got a ton of soap here. I have a ton of soap left over. Just got to do my trouble spots. But I did one pass with this razor on Friday, and it did a pretty good job on one pass. You can hear that cleaned up well. These blades, you get them by the 10 pack at HC&C, Hendrix Classics and Company. You can buy by the 10 pack there for 89 cents a 10 pack. So if you buy 10 packs, you buy 100 blades, they're $8.90 for 100 blades. But then you got to pay shipping if you don't order anything else. But I'm telling you guys, these are damn good blades for 89 cents for 10 of them. They're damn good. I don't know what the longevity on them is going to be, but for 89 cents for 10 of them per pack, if you get 2 shaves out of it, which I'm getting 2 shaves out, and I'm fine on the second. I'm not getting any pull, anything with it. The second shave with this blade, so they're worth the money. They're very good blades. I like them. I said that Friday when I used it first time. I liked it. So I also looked them up. They are not on Amazon, but they are on eBay for $13.99 to $15.69 or something like that, depending on the seller, for 100, and that's free shipping. So depending on what Pete charges for shipping 100 blades, which I don't see it being that much, probably in the maybe the $4.99 range, I don't know. But for 100 blades, $8.90. Order a tub of his soap, because if you've never tried his soap, his top shelf base is one of the best out there, and that is no joke. It is a great base. He's, like I said, his base is in my top 3, and it might be my favorite. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm gonna do some things later on in the channel, comparing my top 3 against each other and see what happens. But it is in my top 3. There's no question about that fact. I have to go a little lower on the neck. I really like his base. So order some soap and get 100 blades, or get 1 tub or 1 pack of them and give them a test ride. See if you like them. But they're fabulous blades. That's pretty good on the back there. So anyways, yeah, I think I caught the end tab sticking out a little bit, because sometimes I'll twist it and I'll go in, instead of going like this, I'll come in like this sometimes, and I think I caught that end tab, and it's just ever so slightly hanging over the edge. I think that's what I did. I caught that, and that was user error. So we definitely have to use a alum box so we can seal that sucker up. But that's going to be it. Yeah, there's nothing up here. Oh, I just hit it. Oh, that's about a 5. Oh, go a little higher, baby. Take it all the way up to 7. Oh, wowz. This will let you know you're alive if you've got an open one on your skin. Ooh. Wow. It will. It's like pouring salt into the wound. It's exactly what it feels like. So I like the Statum blades. He's going to send me the RK chromes and the RK stainless. My skin has a tendency to prefer platinum, There's some stainless and some chromes I do get along with, but a lot of them I find are just not that smooth on my skin. They get draggy. So we'll see. I'll give him an honest review. We're not going to just say, oh, he sent me 5 free blades. I love it. Ain't gonna happen. If they don't get along with my skin, they won't get along with my skin. But that's not to say they won't get along with your skin. That's the same with any razor blade from anywhere. It may work for me. It may not work for me. It may work for you. There's guys out there that like the strange lip blades. I don't know how. Don't ask me, because my skin absolutely hates those things. And they're platinum coated, but my skin hates those. Which, Hazel? I mean, it does. My skin absolutely hates those strangelets. Liquid Vicks Vapor Rub, Osage Rub. Shake it up, baby. I don't know why I did that. Oh. I do not know why I did that. I do it every time too, don't I? I guess I like torture. I guess I miss being married. And my Johnson & Johnson baby lotion to keep my dome soft. That's all I need. This stuff goes a long way. Rub it in my hands to pick up that Osage Rub. Yep, that's what it smells like now. On the arms and the elbows. This Flagship razor, under $37. I'll just say it that way. It's $36.99 or $36.69, something like that. Comes with a nice wooden case. All the paperwork's under this piece of foam here. Good Christmas gift, birthday gift to somebody. You want to get into wet shaving? This is the milder one. They have a more aggressive one that's all in gunmetal, or yeah, I think it's gunmetal. That the whole handle and the metal and everything's gunmetal colored. This is the lighter aggression. This one was .711 aggression, but the blade exposure, I believe on this one is absolutely 100% neutral. Remember, I've said that if the blade, you've got the very edge of the end of the top cap up here, and you've got the very edge of the base plate here. If you put a piece of flat metal there against the two, if the blade doesn't touch that piece of metal, it's negative exposure. And that's what all your cartridges are, because if you notice, the cartridges are 4 pieces of plastic, or 1 piece, whatever, however they do it. It's a square of plastic and the blades are underneath that. So the blades are recessed behind the plastic always. So there's negative exposure. If the blade comes up and hits that, that's neutral exposure. If the blade extends past it, and you can't lay that piece of metal flat on the edge of the cap and on the edge of the base plate, if you can't lay it so it touches both at the same time, that's positive exposure. This, I do believe, is 100% neutral with a 0.711 blade gap. It's in the mid aggression range, the mid to high. It's a little bit above regular mid. It's in the mid high range. Maybe not so much for a beginner unless they really be careful and take their time, but it is a good shaver. It really is. I like it. This thing's heavy, good weight. The handle is brass, plastic coating, and it's an aluminum head. I found that out. It's an aluminum head, brass coated. Brass plated aluminum head. So it was a head shave today. It gave me a great face shave. I loved the way it shaved my face. It was really a good shave. And it's given me a good head shave, except for the cut in the back, but that was idiot operator error. How's that thing coming along? I had something coming in right here. It looked like a zit. It was white on the top, but it wasn't soft. It was hard as a rock. It was like a little pebble underneath the skin. So I took my shave head and I cut it off. It was irritating me. I kept playing with it because it was just a hard bump. I was like, what the hell is it? And I cut it off, and it was just real hard tissue, the whole thing. There was nothing soft about it. So it's coming back. At least that's gone. I do shit like that. It's just me. I don't worry about minor inconveniences like that. They irritate me, and it's something you're just gonna keep playing with it, keep squeezing it like it's a zit, and keep pick. I'll get rid of it. You're gone, out of here. All right, guys. Appreciate you showing up. Maggard's Orange Menthol sample. It's a good soap. The space is good. You get a lot of lather. I didn't use a lot, and I still got. It's not overly mentholated. It's got a nice orange tang to it, and it's not overly mentholated. It's fine. I actually don't mind using that. This, on the other hand, is liquid Vicks Vapor Rub, and it's still, my head's still cold from it. And it's probably going to be for the next half hour. All right, getting long here. I'm going to wrap this up. Don't forget the affiliate link. Anything we make this month goes to the GoFundMe for Kim Gray. And I want to say thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all from here. Thank you very much. Done with the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.